Hi everyone and welcome back. We've reached the end of October. We are heading into November of the first season. Let's have a look at where we left off. So we're still playing as Soimi Pankota. We are currently 7th in League 2, which is a reasonably comfortable place to be after 15 games for a team that were slated as being rock bottom. We are still in the cup. We managed to defeat cash-strapped ACS Poly in the 6th round, and in the 7th round we will be facing Botosane from the top flight. This month's a short month. We've got 4 fixtures to get through. We start off against ASU Poly, not to be confused with our cup conquests. However, ASU Poly are having a similarly bad season. They're sitting in 16th position in Division 2. We then have a home game against Metalil Resita. They're flying high in 4th place, and a team that we need to beat and if we want to climb up into the playoffs. On the 19th, we will be playing against UTA Batrana Domna, and they're relegation fodder at the moment. They're sitting as 14th, and we round it off with a home game against FC Prazov, and they're currently mid-table in 8th, so they're pretty much sitting in the same position we are. In terms of our squad, we're having a little bit of a challenge in defence with our 2 of our full-backs suspended at the current time, and an under-21 that we gave a chance to last episode has returned from suspension, but I don't have much faith in him. So our full-back positions are a little bit scrappy right now. As it's a short month, I just thought I would go through the team report. We have a number of strengths and a number of weaknesses. We are apparently good at crossing. We lead all teams with a 15% cross completion ratio. We have the top goal scorer in the competition, Anderson with 10 goals. We have the best player form, again Anderson, with an average rating of 7.38. Oh, he's 3rd best in the league, there you go. We have defensive depth, which I would like to dispute. With the likes of Cosmin Stegeru amongst 5 players capable of playing as central defender, there's impressive depth in this position. If you've seen any of the previous episodes, you might have noticed that we have a little bit of a scary defence, a bomb scare of a central defence for that matter. So I'm not sure if I quite agree with that or not. We have midfield depth. We have 3 players who can feature as an attacking midfielder. We have attack depth with 5 strikers, although to be fair, there's only one worth a damn. We have a number of youth prospects. We have a quality goalkeeper, allegedly. However, I put a lot of the blame for a number of goals we've conceded at his door. Cosmin Stegeru stands out as a central defender. We have an aggressive and committed squad. We like to score just before half time, apparently, with 12 of 39 goals coming during that time period. That's interesting because my perception has been that we haven't really did much in the first half, and most of our work has been accomplished in the second half. So there you go, the stats prove me wrong. In terms of through balls, we are effective from through balls as 14 of 35 assists have come in that manner. And in terms of creativity, 13 of 35 assists have come from the left side of the pitch. So perhaps the right side of the pitch are slacking. And last but not least, in the strengths category, we have a tackling success rate of 79%, which is 5th in the competition. Weaknesses, we have no right backs, other than one guy. We have no transfer budget. We are wildly overspending on our wage budget. We have no depth in goal. We lack decision making still. The squad does not work hard enough individually or collectively, so we need to up our work rate. We have poor teamwork, poor leadership, poor jumping reach. We concede 11. We've conceded 11 of 29 goals between 61st and 75th minutes. That's quite interesting, actually, because maybe this is a symptom of when we go ahead and then we take our foot off the gas. Our passing is abysmal. At 71%, it ranks as 20th in the competition. Bear in mind that there are only 20 teams in the division. We have the worst passing. Heading, we only win 59% of our headers, and that is near the bottom. I'm surprised we're so high in the table, to be honest, looking at this. And our dribbling's pretty bad. We're 18th at dribbling. We are rubbish against 4-2-3-1. We have rubbish coaching and rubbish scouting, so there you go. So we will move on and we will see how we do in our first match of the month. And just a reminder, that's against ASU Poly. Alright, so here's how we're going to play it in our first match. We've got a big problem in defence. We have our central defender, Jerome Ionica, has picked up an injury. He's going to be out with food poisoning for 5 to 6 days. Our right back is suspended and our left back is suspended. So our defence is severely depleted. Not necessarily a bad thing, as it gives everyone else a chance to show that they can do a little better. So our lineup is going to be Adrian Horvat in goal. Daniel Dan, so good they named him twice, at right back. He's coming in from the under-19 squad. Cosmin Stegaru, our supposed best defender. Cornell Koch, who's normally a left back, but he is playing centre back for this particular fixture. And also from our under-19 team we have Episcopo Facundo from Uruguay. And he's highly rated as a future talent, although at the moment he needs quite a bit of development. So he's going to get his chance. In midfield we have Dorinel Popa and Ismail Tader as our ball-winning midfielders, and we have Andrei Petrascu as our centre midfielder. And he's being relied on to distribute the balls. In right wing we have Daniel Bogdan, and in left wing we have Giggle, let's call him Giggles. We've got Giggles Booker in left wing, and we're going to play him as an inside forward, as that's his best role in that position. And up front, of course, we have Anderson. The press say ASU Poly have been poor of late, and I can see this game fizzling out into a bore draw. Well, they're 16th and we're 7th. We're beyond the point where we should be settling for a bore draw, so let's see if we can get a win from it despite our defensive weaknesses. There you go, 1-0 down after 12 minutes, and our centre defence still can't get it right. Well, there you go, 0-0 at half time. An extremely boring match so far. We're going to... let's do something drastic. Let's go for the Christmas tree. So let's take you off. Bring Sue on. Shadow Striker. Let's take Booker off as well, because he's not particularly match fit. Let's make it short passing, because we noticed that one of our weaknesses were that we can't pass to each other. We are in shorter passing. Let's make it retain possession. And we will stick it on attacking. which we did at 41 minutes of the first half. Okay, we don't have much to lose other than 3 points. Okay, full time, 0-0. Let's have a look at the match stats. We only had 9 shots, 2 of which were on target and none of which were clear-cut chances. We did sort out our possession problem, but if it doesn't turn into chances, what's the point? Okay, well, we still have work to do. A point is better than nothing, but we really need to win games against teams that are sitting in the relegation zone. Just a quick one before next game. So I have a sneaking position that our tenure with Soimi Pankota will come to an abrupt end at some point. I've had a look around at what the options are right now, and I noticed that in the Chinese Super League, there's a team called Hangzhou who have just been relegated, but they have a national reputation, secure finances, a pretty strong squad. So I also had checked out who their most likely manager candidates are, and it's a guy with half a star reputation. So I put in a cheeky application, and we will see if we are good enough to get anywhere with it off the back of 15 games. Alright, so we're now playing against Metalil Rizita. They haven't fared particularly well in their previous fixture either. They've dropped from 4th to 5th. We've made some changes in our squad. I switched Tader and Poppa around because Tader got a good review from the coach. I'd like to have him in his strongest position. Dulap's back at right back. Ote's back at left back. We've still got the same centre defence as last time. I've put Mitu as the attacking right midfielder. I've left Booker in, but I am concerned about his overall match sharpness. However, he is now fit. And Anderson, of course, is up front. We're going to play as standard, and we're going to... I didn't think that retained possession did us any favours. So we will clear the ball to flanks. Pass into space. I hope they don't take that literally. Pass it into outer space. And hopefully we can get a few crosses for Anderson. I press say a draw is on the cards for this game, and I can see Soime Pankota and Metalil Rizita cancelling each other out. And of course we're 1-0 down after 32 minutes. As our defensive ball watched the opposition. Oh, an instant equaliser. The opposition must have felt sorry for us. That's all I can say about that. So 1-1 half time. Massive let off for us. We conceded a goal and instantly got gifted one right back. Guess it's Christmas come early for us. And where was the goalkeeper? It was completely daydreaming. It was at the other side of his goal. Well, a 2-1 defeat at home. That was not very good at all. We're still in 9th, but we will probably drop down to 10th shortly. The top of the table is now really getting away from us, and we're heading towards where I didn't want to be heading this episode, and that is towards the relegation battle. Alright, so time for the third match of the month. We are up against Vatrana Domna. We're going to do I've switched things around a bit, as you can see. So we're going to do a 4-2-3-1 because the AI loves this formation. So we're going to use it as well. No surprises in defence. We're playing a two-man midfield of Tader and Petrascu. We've got three attacking midfielders, Booker, Sue and Mitu. And up front we've got Anderson. We're going to be playing counter. 1-0, and it was a fantastic free kick from Mitu after 22 minutes. 1-0 at half time. Obviously looks favourable for us. Let's have a look at the match stats. We're in our away colours here, so we're the grey, blue sort of thing. We've got 9 shots, 5 in target, so we're starting to create chances again. 3 of which are clear cut. We're having most of the possession. We've conceded fewer fouls, but we've had less corners. Our passing's better, our tackling's better, so we are doing pretty well this match. So I guess we're sticking with 4-2-3-1 going forward. One each. They haven't had many chances. This is symptomatic of what we've been running into. We concede too easily. (2-1) and it's Sue gets the goal with 5 minutes to go. Well, full time, a 2-1 win. It stops the decay that we were suffering into our form. Takes us back up to 9th. So for our final game of the month, we are up against FC Brasov. They are sitting pretty in 5th position. We are 9th, which is a good place for us to be, I suppose. Despite the recent poor form. Off the back of our last win, we're going to keep things pretty much as they were. Tader is suspended, so I put Papa back in as our ball-winning midfielder. So that's the only change I've made, so we'll go with that. And we'll stay in counter. I took the short passing off and put it to mixed. But we'll go with that, and hopefully we can grind out another result. So, half time, nothing each. The match stats show that we've had a couple of chances. One of them was a good one, but didn't amount to anything. We have had the majority of possession, so we should be creating more than we have, but there you go. We will keep running with what we've got, and hopefully we will get something from the second half. To be fair, 0-0 against a team in 5th position is probably okay, but you know, it'd be better to get a goal or 2 in there. And we're 1-0 down after 50 minutes. Now we're 2-0 down after 63 minutes. (2-1) and Booker with a header from the penalty area. And Sue scores a goal from the 6-yard line. Well, 2 each full time. I was very disappointed to go 2-0 down, but we were very fortunate to get back into the game. I'm beginning to get a little concerned about our striker because, as you can see, his average rating is 5.7, which is pathetic, and I think we'll be having words with him. Plus, he's not been scoring in the last 2-3 games, and we need to get that sorted. Our attacking midfield carried us. But yeah, 2 each. Let's see the match stats. So we had more shots. We had the same on target. To be fair, we did have a very poor start of the second half. We had plenty off target. We had 5 clear-cut chances against 1 clear-cut chance, so we really need to start converting our attempts a bit better. We had 2/3 of the possession, so we should have made a lot more of it than we did. And we had generally better stats in most areas. So there you go. We have lost a position in the league table despite picking up a point. We're now down to 10th. Okay, so we've reached this beginning of December 2016. Let's have a quick look around the world to see how things are sitting. Shall we focus on a particular area this time? Well, let's look at international rankings, shall we? So, top 10 international teams at the moment. We have Argentina in first, Brazil are second, they've climbed 1 place. Colombia are third, they've climbed 3 places. Belgium are the top ranked European side at fourth. Uruguay in fifth, Germany in a lowly 6th position. Portugal are 7th, Chile are 8th, France are 9th, and Italy make up 10th. So the top 10 there, pretty much dominated by the South Americans in terms of proportion. So there you go. Okay, so in Spain we've got 4 teams and 29 points at the top after 14 games. Got Barcelona, Athletic Bilbao, Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. In the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich, 7 points clear after 13 games, 35 points. And the chasing pack are VfL Wolfsburg and Leverkusen on 28. In the English Premier League, Arsenal are top after 13 games with 29 points. Manchester City on 27 are second. And Stoke have dropped down all the way down to 5th since last episode. They were now only on 25 points. In Italy, Juventus are top on 32 with a very considerable goal difference of 18. No one else has got a positive goal difference in double figures yet, so that shows their quality in this game. Chievo there are second on 29. Portugal, Benfica are top on 27, followed by Porto and Sporting Lisbon in 26. Guimarães are in fourth on 23 points. In France, PSG starting to peel away. They've got 41 points after 15 games. They are undefeated. In second place are Lyon on 36 points and trailing behind quite considerably. And third are Monaco, Stade Rennais and Toulouse on 25 points. In Russia, Zenit and Rubin are contesting the top position. They're on 37 points after 16 games. Spartak a bit behind on 31. In Belgium, Anderlecht are top after 16 games on 33 points. Lokeren are second on 28, followed by Standard Liège on 26. In the Netherlands, Feyenoord on 38 after 16 games. Ajax on 33 and PSV on 30. Sparta Rotterdam, they are not doing very well at all. They're at the foot of the table on 9 points with only 1 win. In Turkey, wow, I've got no chance of pronouncing this team's name. Genler. This team here are top after 12 games and 23 points. Greece AEK Athens top with 30 points after 12 games, followed by Panathinaikos on 29. In the Ladbrokes Premiership, Celtic are now top on 29 points after 14 games, followed by Aberdeen on 25. So let's have a little focus on an area of the world. So let's look at North America, because that's quite straightforward. So we've got the Mexican League. Let's see how that finished. In the opening stage, Tigres finished top on 34 with a goal difference of 14, followed by Cruz Azul, also in 34, but they had a lesser goal difference of 11. And in the opening stage playoffs, they have made it all the way through to the semi-finals. So the semi-finals currently have Santos Laguna drawing with Cruz Azul 2 each, and America defeating Tigres 1-0. So it's looking like possibly Cruz Azul versus America in the final, unless Tigres can pull that goal deficit back. In the MLS Cup final will be played between Toronto FC and Portland. In the Eastern Conference, Toronto finished top on 59 points, followed by New York on 58. And in the Western Conference, Los Angeles finished top on 64 points, followed by Seattle on 63. And in the Eastern Conference playoffs, or finals, however it's set up, Toronto won that by defeating New York 4-3 in aggregate in the final. And in the Western Conference, Portland won that one, winning 3-2 in aggregate. So that's pretty much it for this episode. Next episode, we'll be playing December. We've got 3 fixtures to get through there before we have a winter break, by the looks of it. We will be playing a home match against CSM RM Valsia, and they are currently second, so that will be a very difficult tie. Following that up, we will be playing CS Baloteste, and that is another home game. They're currently rooted to 16th position, so they're sitting in the relegation zone. We've already played them this season, and we defeated them 2-0 in the previous encounter. We have our cup game on the 14th, which is away from home, and that is against Botosani from Division 1. So 3 fixtures next episode, followed by a winter break. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please do like and subscribe.